Please be seated and relax a little bit. First of all, greetings and welcome everyone to this very different and long anticipated in-person commencement ceremony for our 2020 graduates. On behalf of Bradley University's Board of Trustees, applause for that. On behalf of the Bradley University Board of Trustees, staff, and these graduates, I am honored to be part of this ceremony in person with you today to recognize these students who graduated in 2020. I am Stephen Sanford, the 12th president of Bradley University, and I would like to say it feels awesome to see you all here today. We have been waiting for this for months. We appreciate all of you for being here and for continuing to follow our COVID-19 guidelines that we have in place. Specifically, I want to thank you for wearing your masks out of respect for one another. I also want to thank you for remaining seated and not approaching the stage to take photos. I know that's a hard one, but it's important to ensure everyone's safety. I also want to thank those who are watching us on our live stream online. Thank you for joining us virtually for this special event. Most importantly, we are here to celebrate your outstanding educational achievements. So let's begin, and if you could stand again for our national anthem. And now, an invocation delivered by the chairman of the Bradley University Board of Trustees, the Honorable Judge James Shadid.
Thank you and welcome. I'm thinking that our founder, Lydia Moss Bradley, had something to do with providing you with this beautiful day to welcome you back and to welcome you home for your Bradley graduation. This past year, I know, has presented all of us with many challenges. You have found the courage to meet them, a testament to you, to your character, and to this university. I hope you use what you learned here to be a positive force for your family, for your community, and for your country. We have much, very much, to be thankful for, and many to thank, because none of us achieves alone. Your families, your friends, and all who love and support you and provide guidance to you. The administration and staff and employees for providing a healthy and vibrant environment for you to learn and grow. Our faculty for pushing you to be the best that you can be so that you can have the tools to seek the future that you want. And today, we must say thank you to all of those that crossed boundaries of their job descriptions, staff, employees, grounds crew, faculty, volunteers, administrators, and all others who cut the grass, set up the stadium, laid the cables, built the stages, all working for one common purpose, to give you your Bradley graduation. Graduates, thank you for choosing Bradley. You are shining examples of the university that we strive to be. I ask you now to bow your heads in gratitude for all that we have been blessed with. Amen.
Thank you, Judge Shadid. Really appreciate those comments. As Judge Shadid, as I mentioned earlier, Judge Shadid is the chairman and board of our trustees. And usually during this time in the ceremony, I would introduce all of the trustees and the platform partly. But as you can see, we're doing things quite differently this year because of health and safety protocols. So I'm going to take just a few minutes to recognize them, and I hope you'll join me in showing your appreciation for all that they do for our great institution. If you're following along in the electronic program, you'll find the Board of Trustees names listed there. These folks volunteer their time and talent to lead the institution to a better tomorrow, and they do a really spectacular job. They're pillars of society and influential leaders in their individual industries. Each and every one of them is devoted to Bradley's success. There is also an incredible team of administrative leaders at Bradley. I'm truly surrounded by an amazing group of people who are focused on what is best for our students in the institution. They're dedicated individuals who live and breathe Bradley daily. Provost and Senior Vice President of Academic Affairs, Walter Sakahi, is here on stage with me, and the rest of our team is working behind the scenes today. In fact, I know you've probably seen many of them around, and be sure to thank them for their tireless efforts and devotions if you have an opportunity to do so. I also want to recognize the faculty and staff at Bradley, and I know some of them are here today, and I really appreciate them being here in attendance. These individuals do so much more than just teach our students and work in our offices. They are absolutely committed to making sure each and every one of our students succeeds. They have high expectations for you because they want the best, that you want you to be the best that you can be. It's the people of this institution that make it great, and it's really what sets us apart from others. I want to deviate from the script just a little bit because there's two other groups I want to say a most sincere thank you to. First of all, I want to reflect Judge Shadid's comments about a sincere thank you to the individuals that helped make this ceremony today possible. It was very, very challenging to create an event like this in the environment we're in today, and just a real shout out, especially to our advancement group who took the lead in making that happen. And I want to give a very special thank you, a most sincere special thank you to the friends and family that are here supporting these graduates today. Their journey, their entire process is so supported by you, and I just want to express my gratitude on their behalf and the gratitude we all have for your support of the students here today. So let's all give them a round of applause and thank them for their spectacular support. Okay, as is tradition, I have some words of wisdom I want to share with you at this point. I really want to keep my remarks brief. I'll keep them very brief because the real purpose of today is to celebrate you and your remarkable achievements. But what I want to talk about briefly is I want to talk about the achievements and the remarkable path we all took to get here today. We have all been tested and challenged over the difficult months of 2020 and 21 in ways that no one has experienced in more than 100 years. And yet, here we are today. Here we are celebrating your ability to rise above the challenges of the moment and to persevere. And in doing so, you are the living legacy of Bradley University. Our founder, Lydia Moss Bradley, experienced a level of adversity in her life I hope none of us ever experience, and yet she did more than survive, she thrived. Like Lydia, you didn't retreat from the adversity of these trying times. You stepped into the moment and completed a rigorous academic degree in the most challenging of environments. And my recommendation to you is own this moment. You've earned it, you deserve it. This is your unique experience. In many ways, you are now the living legacy of Bradley University, a legacy grounded in perseverance in the face of adversity, a triumph despite overwhelming challenges. You rose above them by embracing the difficulties you faced as an opportunity to step forward. I say with the utmost sincerity, you are at the heart of what makes this such an amazing place. Take this moment in time and make it your own. You've earned it, you deserve it. Congratulations. Now, I am thrilled to move on to the main event, the real reason we're here, the bestowing of degrees. So I would like to invite Dr. Walter Zakahi, Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs, who will come up now and introduce the candidates.
It's a great honor to be here with you today and to be part of this ceremony to honor these graduates, since we weren't able to do so last year. We will begin with our graduate school students. I'd like to ask those who are receiving their doctorate degrees to please rise. President Staniford, these candidates standing before you met the requirements established by the faculty and the executive committee of the graduate faculty and achieved notable progress in their special fields of advanced learning. I ask they be recognized for having received their appropriate graduate degrees in 2020.
These next couple parts are my absolute favorite. On the recommendation of the Provost and the Senior Vice President of Academic Affairs, in accordance with the requirements established by the faculty and by the authority of the Board of Trustees of Bradley University, I hereby confer upon you the degree for which you have been recommended by the faculty with all of the earned rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto.
Cynthia A. Mo Premier. Olayami Yabodi Adodaja. Jordan Ann Freeze.
No, not yet. Oh. Okay. Doctoral students, you may be seated. Those receiving their master's degrees, please rise. President Staniford, these candidates standing before you met the requirements established by the faculty and the executive committee of the graduate faculty and achieved notable progress in their special fields of advanced learning. I ask they be recognized for having received their appropriate graduate degrees in 2020.
On the recommendation of the Provost and the Senior Vice President of Academic Affairs, in accordance with the requirements established by the faculty and by the authority of the Board of Trustees of Bradley University, I hereby confer upon you the degree for which you have been recommended by the faculty with all the earned rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto.
John Michael Briggs. Abhilash Reddy Mari. Harish Kumar Panapan. Juvaria Fatima. Tejaswini Danani. Suma Sri Devagaptapu. Brooke Elizabeth Poling. Alyssa Nicole Nordmeyer. Alec Matthew Hindle. Josiah Zane Ulrich. Travis J. Grant. Kimberly Marie Winter.
You may be seated. Now, will all of the undergraduates from 2020 please rise? President Staniford, these candidates standing before you majored in programs from the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, Education and Health Sciences, Communication and Fine Arts, Business and Engineering and Technology, and they have completed their work prescribed by the faculty and are presented for their appropriate degrees.
On the recommendation of the Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs, in accordance with the requirements established by the faculty and by the authority of the Board of Trustees of Bradley University, I hereby confer upon you the degree for which you have been recommended by the faculty, with all the earned rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto.
Robert Logan Snyder. Quentin Ray Monagle. Monet Danielle Prim. Elizabeth Lynn Eris and Mia. Lauren Ashley Tubalik. Caitlin Ann Asper. Elise Maureen Duggan. Taylor Aaron Hess. Myra Arce. Amy Elizabeth Thompson. Stephanie Jo Belgalki. Tyler Glenn Kashner. Jessica Elizabeth Tilton. Temple Marie Thompson. Victoria Marie Clanning. Matthew Triber Pfister. Jermaine Dontre Potts. Crystal Janice Scott. Christian Elise Pacey. Rachel Temitape Abraham. Nancy Vergara. Jeremy Hernandez. Imelda Nuno Garcia. Andrea Giovanna Hernandez. Khadijah Davia Yearwood. Benjamin Seth Wagoner. Thomas E. Lane, Jr. Hannah Marie Subgrunsky. Seth Alexander Potts. Chelsea Elise Tidwell. Nicole Christina Vega. Molly Rose Giametti. Raphael E. Lameter. Ashley Christine Slack. Christina Leanne Schmidt. Stephanie Susan Stanislawski. Elizabeth Catherine Canham. Cyan LaShawn Dent. Sulema Campos Foster. Madison May Riberti. Zachary J. Weeks. Jared Walter Ernest. Cassandra Jacqueline Cruz. Christina Valerie Soteros. Michael Vincent Rooney. Corey Duffy. Ashley McKenna Kazmarek. Zachary Alexander Pullen. Katie Nicole Loyett. Elizabeth Ann Sipe. Jesse David Barker. Spencer Thomas Redman. Leah Grace Smith. Cameron Paige Shoemaker. Agata Amanda Bayelinski.
Brenna Robin Fuhr. Cassandra Marie Ewelson. Mackenzie Lee Newman. Caitlin Rachel DePriest. Julianne Michelle Stenger. Stephanie Rose Dirks. Miles Juarez. Patrick Wendell Quinn. Jacob Hicks. Demina Maldonado. Deja Takendra Monroe. Lael Aubrey Anna Jones. Kiera Brianna Matlock. Candace Dominique Fenton. Kristen Reddig. James Vincent Bove IV. Marshall Fowler Winstead. Kyler Jacob Bash. Ryan Christopher Connolly. Lumia Teresa Dowehi. Rachel Lynn Maslowski. Ryan Andrew Voss. Luz Amalia Silva. Jacob Douglas Winkle. Bridget Ann Smith. Megan Elizabeth Kirk. Dalton Jacob Kale. Jonathan Joseph Berg. James Logan Franks. Amanda Nicole Sadowski. Rachel Lisa Katz. Allison Swayze McKee. Megan Kathleen Murphy. Tyler Kyle Connors. Mark Thomas Sargis. Sarah Catherine Chuma. Nico Alejandro Cortez Mendoza. Cameron Raugalski. Christopher Chaidez. Diana Perez Rodriguez. Jasmine Guardarama. Hannah Lee Randall. Lauren Estelle Schaefer. Alyssa Janae Palazzolo. Jacob David Burry. Cameron James King. Andrew Wayne Crank. Kyla Yael Shapiro Gersten. Samantha Rochelle Ruland. Shayna Rose Pine. Jessica Ann Miller. Courtney Jean Feist. Melissa Rand Dillon. Evan Nicholas Gagno. Jill Gosain. Megan Lauren Crick. Caitlin Elizabeth Blattner. Sierra Alexis Hadeen. Sarah Nicole David. Dylan Barry Paschke. Kelly Nicole Garner. Emily Marie Placenthal. Trey Austin Gilliland. Deanna Antone Cantu. Diana Antonia Cantu. Dejay LaShawn James. Christopher John Kawa. Samuel Isaac Bellatir. Jenna Lynn Beatty. Cheyenne Ashley Carter. Molly Kathleen Shaughnessy. Gina Michelle Paisley. Megan Ann Vallis. Stephanie Ramirez. Amanda Catherine Francis Urbanik. Elizabeth Remy Lowell. Akira Brielle Williams. Victoria Frances Corder. Daiya Kahina Jackson. Sarah Janelle Gunter. And Kia Simone Woodswall.
I want to pause a second to give our last graduates an opportunity to get back to their seats. But as I do, let me just say what a unique moment in time this is. And I want to say a most sincere thank you to all of you for coming back to celebrate your amazing achievements with us. How about one more really loud round of applause for these amazing graduates? I have a really loud whistle I can do, but my daughters warned me, you're on a mic, don't do it. But actually, good job, congratulations. So, congratulations, sincerely. I would also like to make a special attention to our readers for today. I really think sometimes they've got the hardest job of the day. Thank you, Lee Wegner and Jana Hunsicker. Thank you both for being part of today's ceremony. We really appreciate it. Absolutely. And a special shout out to our students from Lambda Chi Alpha for volunteering to help set up and tear down for this big production. To conclude, yep, let's actually give them a round of applause as well. To conclude our ceremony today, let me now invite everyone to stand and join in the singing of the University Alma Mater, Hail Red and White. The words are on the screens, or if you follow along in the electronic program, you will find the words there also. When we are done, please remain standing until completion of the recessional by the platform party and the faculty. And again, most importantly, a sincere congratulations to you. I wish you all the very best luck and look forward to seeing you back on campus often. Congratulations.